I was at Star at the time, and priorly, we'd always written about the Royals. They're a huge seller,
Yeah.
and they were a very tight ship. The House of Windsor was a tight ship. There was no sources. There was no nothing. When Meghan got in there, leaky AF. Like people were singing like a bird because she sucked. And it's the accounts we were getting, people are like, we are risking our job, our family's legacy. Like the people who work in service at that level, it is truly like a calling. Like it is, they're very proud of it. It's not just a job they take lightly. They're going to work in service for a lifetime. They're going to pass that down. And so for them to risk that to share how awful this woman is.
And how was she awful? Like, give me some examples.
Yelling, ungrateful, rude.
Sometimes I just wonder what the hell is going on in people's minds when they put out stuff like Harry, under the direction of Rachel Meghan Markle, is doing. Because we know that this idiot doesn't do anything without this woman's approval. Meghan Markle has landed Prince Harry in the hottest water that he can possibly find himself. And then she just washes her hands off and goes and makes pancakes. I mean, I am watching it and I have come to two conclusions that either Harry's not aware that Meghan has literally dumped him, that she has ruined absolutely everything about him, his reputation, everything, has isolated him directly from his family, has made a fool of himself. And he probably thinks he's still fighting and defending the honor of this woman while she fails to even mention him or thank him in her Instagram post for her business. I have a whole video about that, guys, because it's insanity. And then we have Harry issuing a new video talking about saving the environment and not traveling so much. Well, he can't stop traveling, taking private airplanes, him and his skanky wife. I mean, truly, Harry and Meghan belong in La La Land. And Meghan instructing the Sussex squad to call Dr. Sophie the jealous house Negro, and the world is accusing Dr. Sophie of playing the race card. Guys, I don't know about you, but this does not bode well. And no, I'm not, you know what? I am not saying that Harry's not part of it, but this idiot is being played. Meghan is basically giving him a bigger shovel to dig himself into a deeper hole while she pretends this has nothing to do with her when she's the one who started the whole thing. Isn't that evil, guys? So let's get into this, beautiful people. For those of you who are new to the channel, thank you very much for coming. My name is Paula M, and I talk about everything, guys. I basically put out questions that probably you have them too, and you want answers. People believe, and that I know that we have all seen that clip of Dr. Sophie Chandauka ducking under the trophy and in front of the stage and everything during that polo game. But that's not where it started. It started way earlier. And just to remind you guys, this is really what was going on. This is at the very beginning when they get there. You see Meghan leaving, posing for pictures. Here comes Dr. Chandauka. And of course, Meghan absolutely ignores her. And her assistant is there to make sure that she blocks Dr. Chandauka from talking to Meghan Markle. Isn't that evil, guys? That is absolutely evil. And so the bullying started very early on because Meghan wasn't supposed to be there. But Meghan decided to show up, make a spectacle, an idiot of herself. And not only that, through her servants, because that's what she sees. She doesn't call them staff. She calls them servants. She let it be known to Dr. Sophie that she was not to be on stage, that she alone was going to be on stage. And Dr. Sophie's like, what the hell is this woman talking about? She hasn't even been here at all. She doesn't know what we're going to do. She doesn't know the process of what's going to happen, how she's supposed to get on there. Because we've seen in the past how Meghan makes a fool of herself with those when he goes in and hands in the polo awards, clapping like an idiot seal. So Dr. Sophie, rightly so, says, no, I am getting on stage because we have prepared everything for months. But no, Meghan is not happy about that. This is where you actually see here. You can see here Dr. Chandauka is there. Meghan is on stage, completely ignoring her. Look at the mean girl look she gives her. I mean, it is pretty bad, guys. And then she goes off like a colonialist person. But just look at that. Doc, everybody was there. Meghan is doing her best, angrily giving her that mean look because she did not want her to. She had ordered Dr. Chandauka not to be there. I mean, and then of course, is it any surprise that it ended happen what happened? So Megan comes in, and the reason I'm giving you a little bit of this. Oh, by the way, please, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your support. Thanks for buying the merch. You know that everything here goes to the shelter that I run and that I actually did found it. So thank you very much for that. Your support is always loved, cared, and appreciated. I do not take you for granted, guys. So this is what we have going on at the moment with Meghan Markle. That is the background. And apparently that pivotal day, that moment, because then Harry goes on and tells Dr. Chandauka to apologize to Meghan for having bullied Dr. Sophie the entire day. And not only that, months prior. Because you see, in Meghan, if you're not a black billionaire, you do not count. You have to be a black billionaire, guys. Otherwise, I mean, she barely tolerates Oprah and Serena because they're black billionaires and they're helping her out. But other than that, I don't even think she likes her mom. I know she put a video with her mom now because of the racism thing that is going on. Yes, guys. Meghan Markle put out that thing with Doria just to remind us that they're not racist. Her mom is black, and therefore Harry can't be racist. Meghan can't be racist. Guys, we're Harry and Meghan do deserve to live in La La Land because they're la 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 crazy. Because I don't even know what else to say with these two. I know. I know. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke, guys. This is an actual article from page 6. This is Harry's and Meghan, mostly Meghan, because we all know that Meghan is the one who orchestrates everything. Idea of coming back and attacking Dr. Sophie Chandauka. She's basically saying that Dr. Chandauka, a black woman, is accused of playing the race card because Meghan and Harry were both racist. You just saw the video I showed you of Meghan absolutely ignoring a black woman. Meghan doesn't really have any black friends, as I said, other than Serena. And when we saw what she did to Mindy Kaling when she went on her show, that look, like that is bullying at its finest form. But yeah, we have Meghan Markle accusing Dr. Chandauka of playing the race card as bitter feud with royal rages on. You can't make this up. Because of course, Harry, a known racist, cannot be a bully or a racist, right? Because Harry has been accused of bullying, guys. So here we have Dr. Sophie Chandauka, the chair of Prince Harry's Sentebale charity, was accused of playing the race card after accusing the royal of harassment and bullying. Didn't we have an Oprah show, an entire Oprah show where they accused the royal family of being racist for years and years and years, in spite of the fact that Meghan, during the Oprah show, said that nobody really was racist towards her? That's just somebody that asked Harry a question about wondering what the baby was going to look like. This is her plan. As soon as anyone turns against her, she brings the race card in and she comes for you. An insider told the Telegraph. That's you, Meghan. We know it's you. We know it's you, Meghan. The source claimed Chandauka accused the board of trustees of bullying after she was confronted over losing a major sponsor for the charity's annual Polo Cup. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. I am going to show you how that is not true. I am going to show you because a lot of people have been wondering, why was Mr. Rawlinson sitting right next to Dr. Chandauka when she was sitting giving that interview. Remember, I talked to you guys about it yesterday? Mr. Ian Rawlinson is still to this day, in spite of false reports by certain people, a very close aide to Prince William's Tusk Trust, which is a huge foundation for Africa that he has. He has served as chair, he is an honorary vice president, and he is in the advisory board for the Tusk Trust still. So he is very important. Now, if we're going to talk about racism, I want to give you a little treat, guys, because Harry had his little buddy Alex, I think Raynar, talk talk about Dr. Chandauka in the most disparaging terms. And I'm going to give you a little background history on who Alex Rayner is. And please, if you're sitting down or about to drink something, put it down because you're going to spit out. Yes, gorgeous people. That is Alex Rayner, Harry's little buddy. Yes. I mean, that's nothing. I mean, they're just playing around. We know that Harry likes to lick and bite men's nipples. We know that for a fact because we've seen it repeatedly. Now, I don't know how many of you are aware of the scandal in which Prince Harry found himself in January 2005 when he dressed up as an NAZI. And he went to this party with two other buddies. Yeah. And you can see what they are wearing and what they're dressed at. You see those two buddies there? Yes. One of them is Alex Reynard. Yes. So now that you know a little bit more about who this Alex Rayner is, guys, you see how far back they go. You can see their moral compass. By the way, in 2006, Prince Harry was embroiled in January. January is never a good month for Harry, guys. He was embroiled in the scandal where he was filmed repeatedly, racially abusing people, his fellow soldiers. It was a huge scandal. It was a huge scandal with all of this, guys. But I mean, it's not funny, but it's just interesting that it's Alex Rayner, an old Etonian school friend of Prince Harry, who went to the North Pole. Remember when Prince Harry got his Todger frozen? I wonder if it was frozen or if something else happened, because we know how they like to kiss each other, right? At least Harry. And then he goes, H is very happy for me to speak for him. Why doesn't Harry speak for himself? I'm asking you guys honestly, why doesn't Harry speak for himself? You know, he's a grown man. He sure as hell has a mouth, you know? So, about how he feels about his awful situation, said Rayner. But that's not really Harry who asked him to speak. It was Rachel Meghan Markle. Sources have told me that Meghan Markle asked Rayner to speak. Okay? Now, sensationally, Rayner adds that he believes some of the accusations from Sentebale chairwoman Dr. Sophie Chandauka may possibly spring from jealousy of Prince Harry's wife, Meghan. He goes on to say there is an undercurrent of stink here because Meghan showed up and it's coming from her, Dr. Chandauka. When footage of the embarrassingly public jostle went viral, Harry apparently asked Dr. Chandauka for a statement backing Meghan's role in the episode, but she refused because can you imagine, guys, being told you're being bullied, you're being harassed, you're being humiliated worldwide, and then you are asked to apologize to your bully. And yet, Rayner said the chair should never have let the narrative take hold that Meghan had caused an issue. If that narrative did take hold, then I would argue it is down to the chair to put it right. They could have issued a statement and put a stop to it, but they did not. Why? Again, the whole thing smells. It feels planned, and I suspect that the whole thing could have only come from the chair herself. Any chair should have been delighted to have Meghan there. When you have both the Sussexes there, it doubles the reaction. Yeah, the negative reaction, the power of it. And yet, here, Dr. Chandauka is refusing to get hold of a negative narrative which damages Meghan. It makes you wonder where it came from. I mean, should we really need to ask where that came from? It came from the fact that Meghan bullied the good doctor. She was found on a worldwide stage. She was caught. And this guy is basically admitting, because he's not denying it. He said, if it did happen, she should have make it right. She should have made it right. She should have said that, no, Meghan is not a bully, in spite of the fact that the whole world is bullying. Can see Meghan bullying this lady. This is absolutely horrifying abuse. This is like asking a victim of abuse whose husband is beating the crap out of her to ask her to apologize to him for beating her up. This is what we're looking at. That no matter what Meghan does, no matter that they are entitled to abuse, harassed, attack, and defame anybody. And if you call them out, you're racist. And they're defaming. All the claims that they issue are lies. They're absolute lies. But if you call them out on the lies, you're racist, you're attacked, they set the Sussex squad on you. And if you call them out, you are using the race card. You're an old lady. You're using the race card because you're calling her out on her bullying, on her lies, on her defamatory statements, on everything that this woman does. And it doesn't end there, guys. Many of you don't know this, but Meghan Markle personally phoned the Sussex squad to thank her. These are the people who are trolling, sending death threats to people like me and to anybody who dares call Meghan Markle out. It has been pretty much proven beyond any doubt that she's in direct contact with these people, with these vile trolls. Okay? This is so you know, because this happened. This is not are making it up. Meghan Markle directly phoning the Sussex squad to thank them for their support. And why am I bringing this up? Because of what you're about to see. Yeah, I know you may be thinking that this is wrong, that what you're reading is wrong, guys. A house Negro? For real? That's what Meghan decided to go and instructed her Sussex squad to call Dr. Chandauka a house Negro, which is a derogatory and racist term used to compare contemporary Black people with slaves who lived in the homes of their slave owners. So does that mean that she is a slave to Harry and Meghan? She had to shut down her account. That gives you a very good insight into how Harry and Meghan think of themselves. They think of these colonialists, that they have servants, they don't have staff. And Meghan approved this account. Meghan is in direct contact with this account. That is the equivalent of the N word. House Negro? And the press is not calling that out? But this is why Prince Harry and Meghan are being accused of using the same tactics that they accuse the palace of using, which is going behind people's back and lying and defaming. That's what Harry said, that they went to the press with Meghan. Remember when Meghan said that they're willing not to tell the truth? You know, the palace with the press? They're doing exactly the same thing. You know those vile accusations that Dr. Chandauka spent for over 400,000 pounds on consultants? Well, I have some news for you about that, which is not true. Dr. Chandauka was appointed to Sentebale on July 2023. The fiscal year for Sentebale ends in August every year, which means that the fiscal year for 2023 was just about to close, right? What Harry's not telling you is that he approved that spending, because some of that spending, almost half of that spending, was paid to a consultant who works for the Clinton Foundation. Yes, sirree. Now, this was a kind of like a seminar that they had in Miami, April 2024, organized by Alex Lebec. And you're wondering who this Alex Lebec is. She hosts a panel of health, wealth, and inequity and climate challenges facing youth in Africa. That's her, that's Harry, and that's Dr. Chandauka. Guess how much this woman was paid paid to host that thing. I already told you, 185,000 pounds, almost half of what Dr. Chandauka is accused of having spent on these consultants, right? But Harry fails to say that he's the one who approved the hire of this woman and that she works and she advises the Clinton Foundation. By the way, Harry was last year in New York in September, right before he flew to Johannesburg to the Sentebale meeting. So you know, Mr. Ian Rawlinson was also part of this meeting here. So let that sink in for a little bit. On Alex Lebec's LinkedIn page, I can't show it because it has private details of her, and I don't want to be accused of doxing her. Over the past year, she says this. She posted this 5 months ago. Because she was also in Johannesburg. Over the past year, our team at Lebec has been honored to support Sentebale's strategic growth as it evolves into a social enterprise with a lean and efficient business model. We've worked closely with Sentebale's board chair, Dr. Sophie Moletsane and Carmel Gallard, and strategic partners including Meghan Matthews of Instinct Brand Equity and Ian Rawlinson of Rawlinson Partners. This is her own account, guys. Okay, so Mr. Ian Rawlinson was brought in last year. And yes, he is a close aide and advisor to Prince William. And it is just my belief that they did it because, of course, Prince Harry was an absolute nightmare. And they knew that things were going to end really, really badly for Sentebale. They knew that things had gone to crap. Now, a lot of people have said that it is Prince Harry who set up the foundation in 2006. Sometimes it is worth to check that that is not the case. If you can see the first report that was given here, this is the first report from Sentebale, was in 2009. And you can see the register address, and the register address was St. James Palace, London. Because it was the royal family, basically the then Prince Charles, who set it up for Harry. Harry, a 20-year-old man, a drug addict, a man whose teachers had to cheat in order for him to pass high school and be able to attend military because he couldn't do it on his own. He did not have the capability to set up such a worldwide class organization. The interesting part here is that Harry changed the address in 2019. So up from 2009, that the charity actually was registered, until 2018, the address was at St. James Palace. So it shows the breakdown when Harry took over, but still very much something that was initiated by the royal family, just like Invictus was created by the Royal Foundation, not by Harry. And the history of Invictus doesn't start in 2012, it starts in 2010. But that's for another video, guys. So you can see there's a lot of mistruths that are being told there, guys. And I'm going to give you this so you can see this for yourselves. This is Sentebale's register. This is in the Charity Commission for England and Wales. This is Sentebale. It basically tells you, remember, don't forget that the fiscal year ends in August every year. So when you see here that until August 2019, before Harry stepped down from Sentebale, they had raised that year, the year 2008, August 2018 to August 2019, 3.93 million. And then it dipped in 2020 because that's when they left. And it kind of went back up a little bit, but then, and this is, I believe, the 4.5 million, because Penguin's Random House is the one who put up the $1.5 million, not Harry. That was part of the agreement. And then it dips again, but not that by that much, not by that much at all. And here, when you try to look at the accounts, this is for the past 5 years, it won't let me look at the annual accounts and returns. For some reason, I think it's because the Charities Commission is under investigation. and has it under investigation. And for any of you who want to go take a look at, here's this charity. All you have to do is put Sentebale and the charity number 111-3544, and you will get this information for yourself. Princess Diana would be so horrified. Both are wearing crosses, but for different reasons. Princess Diana was helping, aiding people, going to Africa, helping raise funds to feed the poor, to cure AIDS, leprosy, break stigmas. Where was Harry doing? Using a different type of cross that inspires hatred around the world. Now, if you're telling me that the best comeback that they have to Dr. Chandauka's claims is that she's using the race card, that she's jealous of a horribly looking Meghan Markle, that to call her a house Negro? Really, guys? A house Negro? That's the best comeback? Smear her rather than say, here are the receipts. This is what she did, especially now that we know that Harry approved those expenses for those consultants. We know that Mr. Ian Rawlinson, it wasn't that he was just appointed the very next day. He has been involved at least since April with Harry's knowledge, and he has witnessed everything. This is why he was sitting right next to Dr. Chandauka. But for real, how's Negro playing the race card? Who is the racist here, guys? And how shameful and embarrassing that this is all happening. And I got to tell you, quite disappointing that the royal house royal family hasn't pronounced themselves about it. Although having Mr. Ian Rawlinson right next to Dr. Sophie Chandauka, it explains a lot because he is still an advisor to the Trust Board. What do you think? Do you think that this is correct? Do you think who do you think is in the right? And how racist is Meghan Markle? How gaslighting she is, feeding Harry to the wolves while she's the one who started this all. Isn't that insane, guys? Because of her. This is very typical. She creates the problems and then she lets other people clean them up for him. And this idiot is drowning in it. And I'm glad for one. I don't really care. I don't really care if he posts little videos talking about the environment while flying in airplanes. Living in a 16-bedroom mansion with I don't know how many toilets or whatever, which is anti-environmental. Meghan back in the kitchen after fighting her whole life to get women out of the kitchen. Racism is vile, unwarranted, and wrong. Please leave me your comments, beautiful people, because Meghan, to me, is a racist person and so petty. And she's disgusting and evil. And she has an idiot doing her bidding, an idiot that she has already discarded. I am so looking for your comment, guys.